killed you. Sorry. So fucking sorry. It's all my fault, you hear me? All mine. It was my decision. I decided to accept this mission.
How did I survive? Wait. You said you had a choice.
Jasna, you're alive.
If you could reject it, why didn't you?
After a series of successful missions, are you safe now?
Safe enough.
And the antimat?
He decided not to shoot me after all. Please continue, sir. I'm all ears.
You will agree that we were doing very well. Outstanding results.
That's how it ought to end. Well.
Yes, I fully agree, but then it seemed this could have been the crowning achievement of the entire expedition. Just imagine...
You could have at least asked us.
I did wrong. I know that now. I will never forgive myself for it. Neither do I expect you to.
Marit? She can no longer forgive you. Same goes for the others.
I'm fully aware. All of it weighs heavily on my mind. Believe me, Doctor. So, what do we do now? Will you finally let me send Hopper for you?
I can't just fly away. Now more than ever. I won't rest until I find out what happened to our people and what we can do to aid them. For now, you can forget about the research material. The only thing left of the Arctan is its feet.
Considering all the factors, I would assume everyone in the convoy is dead. If there's anything more to learn, it's from the recording devices. The first antimat told us a lot. The second one is destroyed. You spoke about the probe. Should be a valuable source of information. And the rovers. Are they on the convoy list?
Just one.
It's worth checking then.
Huh. That wasn't difficult. It's right there. Why even bother with security measures when they just leave keys in locks anyway?
Extreme.
So, let's hear it.
Hello, base. This is Antka. Hello, Antka. Tesla here. I can hear you. Reporting. 25th day of the mission, 7:15 a.m. We arrived.
I saw it on the
We
slides.
encountered a terrain obstacle, but it has been removed.
You can skip ahead if you would.
We've established permanent access to the extraction site, separated the material for research. Now we're securing the first transport. Dr. Boza and Osterhaus have already begun their preliminary research here on site.
Gotcha. I'm passing it on. Let us know if there are any updates.
Of course. Over and out.
There's more.
Base, come in. Dr. Boza wants to talk with you.
Tesla here. Over.
We have a sort of discovery.
Oh? I'm listening.
25th day.
Base, this is Boza.
Doctor.
These tiny crystals contain highly advanced technology. Individually, they are slender and helpless. However, when in a group, they seem to stimulate and support each other, revealing new properties. At first, they started to emit an electromagnetic field.
Okay. And then?
A handful of small crystals gathered together. When in a larger group, they activated and... this is our biggest revelation so far. They started floating in the air.
Did I hear that right?
The larger the group, the easier, more freely.
Yes. Apparently it's flying.
Like a swarm of mechanical flies.
Slow down, Doctor. You say crystals, or rather flies. Which one is it?
Call it whatever you want. These creatures have a precise threefold symmetry, resembling the letter Y, with three-pointed arms connecting in a central bulge. Black as coal in direct light, shimmering with shades of blue and olive in reflected light. As my colleague Osterhaus mentioned, they somewhat resemble the abdomens of certain terrestrial insects. Is Markovnik there?
Navigator's unavailable right now.
Well, please let him know we'll submit our reports as soon as he's available. Oh, and have him send us another transporter, will you?
Autonomous robots the size of flies.
It's not finished. Let's keep listening.
Hello, convoy. Anka, come in. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. We're finishing loading. Preparing to depart.
Don't!
Gets tense.
Leave the material behind and return to the base.
But why? What happened?
Scouts came back from this whole city.
Tesla? What's going on? Hello? Tesla, come in. Navigator speaking. Don't take anything. Just get out of there. Immediately. That's an order.
Last saved recording.
Amazing. Microbots grouping and flying together, similar to flies, capable of affecting other machines, even to the point that those affected become dangerous to humans.
The microbots, they must be dangerous as well. I don't know how, but not all people were killed by larger robots.
I think I figured it out, partially at least. The Alliance scientists were very clear that all of this had to do with an electromagnetic field, the field emitted by these flies. When people displayed disturbing symptoms, field measurements showed above average values. At first I thought it was a sensoric malfunction, after all the machines were broken. It turns out that field damaged them. So all the malfunctions occurred afterward.
Why didn't I think of it sooner? Prolonged exposure to strong electromagnetic fields can be harmful to the human brain. Usually it concerns long-term effects, months and years of unfavorable conditions.
Please elaborate, Doctor. What sort of effects?
Various brain dysfunctions. It may even lead to the arrest of vital organs.
So that's how... Merit.
Most probably. Another known effect of the EM field is memory loss. The human organism continues to function normally, but the human being as such is helpless, vulnerable. Like a baby, they don't understand the world around them.
Can such a person learn the world anew?
It's unprecedented. All we can do now is believe that they will eventually snap out of it. And when they do, hope they won't be used as guinea pigs.
We both know this is going to be difficult.
Yes. And I don't even know if I'll survive this mission. Will I see them again? Will they develop properly? Even if it all works out, we will be strangers. They won't remember us. All that's left is hope. God damn it.
Perhaps researching those flies will help us to better aid our people. We're theorizing for now. Be worth examining. Confirm at least.
Got it, Astrogator. I'll search for those containers of flies. I've located one of the transporters, sir. Please don't celebrate yet, though. Something strange has happened to it.
Get to the point, please. What's wrong with it?
The outer shell is damaged. There are holes everywhere.
Like, from bullets?
No, It looks like it's been corroded by strong acid. There's something I need to do before moving on. Bushes already protrude from the holes.
I don't get it. Those bushes again. And here I thought it was all coming together.
I still don't think we know the whole picture. Maybe if I look inside the transporter, I can find out more. The door to the cargo bay has budged a little, but it won't open fully. It's too awkward to squeeze in. The whole vehicle is just stuffed with bushes.
But can you see past them?
Not quite yet. Now. I can see broken containers. No sign of the flies.
Just plenty of bushes.
You have some theories, sir?
Everything that comes to my mind seems absurd.
You go ahead, sir. As I see it, no idea is too absurd right now.
I haven't quite thought it through. Not yet. Maybe after I listen to your assessment.
Well, look, I think it might work like this. The bushes and flies have a symbiotic relationship. I even consider that the flies are part of the bushes. Just like the fruits. If the flies can fly, they behave more like insects, and the bushes like plants.
I see we're getting back to biological analogies. According to your profession, do I correctly conclude that you are confident that this can be a life form?
Given the age of the oldest forms and the evidence of continued activity, differentiation, a particular drive towards miniaturization, improvement, and lethal effectiveness, I dare say that we are dealing with an evolution here. Far longer than that of human. Also very different. And dead.
Necroevolution. Mortuus evolutio. I still don't understand where this change is coming from.
What if I said that the flies and bushes are the same thing, but in different forms? When they need to move, they develop moving parts, the flies. When they need to multiply, expand their volume, they settle on the metal substrate, form bushes, absorb raw material, and they are again ready to transform and relocate to a new source, and so on and so forth.
Well, I can tell you it's the most sophisticated form of being I've ever heard of, with all the skepticism that comes with it.
The force field melted adjacent rocks.
They had to run the generator on full power. They were defending themselves after all.
From the swarm of flies, I presume.
We don't know how large it was. They didn't capitulate. That's a good sign.
Well, I don't know that. So far, I can only confirm that the field has not dissipated. Yet. There are powerful emitters in the center. Similar to those on energobots.
Emitters only? Do they look like they're buried in the ground?
Yeah.
Then you're looking at the top of the energobot. Well, look carefully. Energobots can bury themselves in such a way that only the emitters protrude from the surface.
Ah, got it. The second transporter is under a force field. It's hovering above the ground.
So it is operational. Probably also in better shape than the other one.
It's Certainly looks better.
The cargo may be intact then.
I know how to get inside. Under this field.
Will you dig a tunnel?
I won't have to. There's already an entrance. I just need to get to it. Time seems to be slipping through my fingers like sand. So much sand.
You sound tired, Jasna.
Because I am tired, Astrogator. Astrogator, I found their probe. Looks like it hid from the flies. Or just ended up here by pure luck.
Luck indeed. Its registry could be valuable. Especially if it managed to photograph everything from a greater distance.
Come here, little probie. Oh, that didn't work. It flew away.
Is it scared of you too?
I'd rather say that my lack of authorization is more of a problem than me being scary. I won't be able to bring the probe down unless I find a working controller. I got inside the field. Do you copy, sir?
Of course. The force field doesn't block radio waves. I suggest the following. If this transporter is actually running, it doesn't make any sense to take out the containers and carry them with you. You're going to take the whole transport. You'll have the flies in large numbers, and a powerful means of transport that can fly over terrain inaccessible to the rover. But before you leave, you need to take down the force field. So first, the Energobot, turning off the force field, then transporter, departure. All clear?
How about I act according to my judgment, and you patiently await my request for help, sir?
We can do that too. You're right, Jasna. You're there. You make the decisions.
Thank you, sir.
Is the probe still with you?
Yes, it's around here. Somewhere. Just as I thought. The equipment's still active, but everyone here's dead. The field is no longer a problem. Disabled.
Perfect. All that's left is to get the flies out of there.
Send shivers down your spine.
I know it's hard getting used to the sight of corpses.
It's more than that. I'm starting to understand the suffering they felt in their final moments. They were left to fend for themselves, yet unable to do so. This one man, he even ate parts of his suit, trying to survive. Whilst traversing this planet, I'm becoming more and more convinced that what I know is not the same as what exists. What can exist.
I must admit it's an interesting thought, but quite disturbing.
Oh, I'm climbing onto the hovering transporter.
Before you leave, though, please check that the cargo is intact.
All good. I hope. Will this really help our people, Astrogator?
It will, I'm sure. So, what? Off we go? Yasna, what are you wondering about?
Yeah, sure. I got lost for a moment there because of the flies.
You'll have a lot of time to think about it. Now we have to check if you'll be able to leave with this transport.
Of course, I'm on it. Although first, I like to see them up close.
Very well. Just hurry up.
I must admit, they look amazing.
Yasna, what have you done?
I'm watching them, nothing more. Don't worry, sir.
What? Some goddamn black hole is opening the stratosphere. And you say not to worry. Just look outside, Doctor. See for yourself.
Hello, Dragonfly. I fell, but everything's all right. I'm fine. Oh, shit! They're alive. These pressures. Something's flying out of them. It's those creatures. They're the ones doing it.
Fuck! The same thing over and finally ran out of luck. Too much of this damn curiosity.
I don't know if I should interrupt your speech, sir. It is quite interesting to listen to.
Yes, sir. This is too much. I must see how many times already.
The fourth time, if I count it correctly. But I'm not planning another.
The first 4 weren't planned either.
At least we learnt the truth about this planet and the inorganic beings that inhabit it.
What good does that do us, though?
We know the cause of the stupor. Maybe we can find a way to cure our people. If anyone from the Alliance survived, and they already started their research into a cure.
I wouldn't count on it. It's more likely they're all dead.
Not necessarily. It's a large base, and I only found a few bodies. The rest of them must be somewhere.
Or you'll find more corpses, Jasna.
Hey! Something changed. The balloon over the base disappeared.
You mean it flew away, or did it fall to the ground?
Oh, I hope it's the latter. If it caught the west wind, it would have fallen in this area. We're lucky. It's hanging from a cliff, close to the ground.
Can you get to it? Unhook it?
Maybe that won't be necessary. Oh, shit. Somebody's here.
If all you're seeing is dots on the tracker...
No. I can see them with my own eyes. 2 of them, even.
2 people. Alive.
Huh? Where did they go?
Have you lost them?
Well, I can't see them now. They were here just a second ago.
Are you sure? What did they look like?
One was wearing an Alliance suit, a green one. The other one, I don't know. He looked different.
I see. And now they are nowhere to be found.
Damn right.
Doctor...
I know what I saw. 2 people alive. Some of them survived.
And you're going to look for them.
Yes. I'm glad we understand each other, sir.
I suggest focusing on what's certain. That balloon is still there, is it not? If it had operational cameras, we might get some answers.
You don't have to convince me, Astrogator. I'm going.
The rover is nearby if needed.
Good to know. Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Let me just say this. Literally everything hurts. I don't know where frustration ends and a contused lung begins. But at least...
Yes.
I'm alive. You know what, sir? It was these flies from the very beginning.
What do you mean?
My accident, for example. It's true, I hurt myself badly back then, damaged the radio. But that's not why I lost my memory. Soon after, flies flew from the bushes.
Right. There were bushes there too.
They subjected me to an electromagnetic field. Moreover, I believe the same thing happened to our people in the camp. To the antimat in those tunnels.
And to the whole convoy.
Yes. Begins. But at least...
Yes.
I'm alive. start, sir. These flies from the very beginning.
What do you mean?
My accident, for example. It's true, I hurt myself badly back then, damaged a radio. But that's not why I lost my memory. Soon after, flies flew from the bushes.
Right. There were bushes there too.
They subjected me to an electromagnetic field. Moreover, I believe the same thing happened to our people in the camp. To the antimat in those tunnels.
And to the whole convoy.
Yes. I have a feeling we're in the dark. We have to find a way.
Agreed. You should move on.
That's not quite what I meant. But yeah, I probably should. I'm getting close to this fallen balloon.
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing, sir. It's just, in my mind it sounded like the title of some Renaissance painting.
The fallen balloon of Regis.
Yes, exactly. I found the recorder.
The fallen recorder of Regis.
Please stop. From the top. Let's see. The 25th day of the mission. Morning. The balloon goes up. You can see the immediate surroundings of the base. They're operating at full capacity. The base is active. I didn't see that from below. They parked several vehicles on top of a nearby hill. The balloon is moving away from the base.
Which direction?
Approximately south. It found some water reservoirs. Many of them. Rocks, water, sand.
Anything noteworthy?
No, not really. No people, units, nor significant changes in the surroundings. The balloon's completing its loop. It seems quieter at the base. But there's still a few people. Two vehicles that weren't there before. They're grouping up. A dozen people gathered in the square, next to the vehicles. They've left. There are no vehicles. There's no one. They must have set off towards their old base.
Or to the ship.
But why didn't they wait for the convoy to return?
Maybe they didn't know the others were in trouble.
Doubtful. It was after the Cloud's attack.
Well then, apparently that's how the Alliance treats its people. Lousily, without dignity.
The subsequent shots are similar to each other. They show an empty base. There are actually quite a few of these. Oh, captured the moment I entered the base. And it's empty again. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was on my way to the convoy by then.
So we won't find out anything else.
Wait, you're wrong. Someone was in the base. A man.
So he's real after all.
I knew it. I told you.
That you did. Please forgive my doubt. But where is this man now? And can we expect any more?
I think he's near the base. Judging by the last slide, the Alliance must have a hideout there.
And we need to go back, I guess. You know, Doctor, decades of space travel have instilled a certain conviction in me. I think people can be more dangerous and deceitful than anything else we may encounter on our journey.
I know that. Sometimes I think the presence of humans is the worst thing that happened in space. Or to space, even.
Then why do you insist on seeking them out?
Because I also believe in human goodness. The selfless desire to help others. I can't believe otherwise. All my efforts would be meaningless.
I know whether to envy you or to worry even more.
Probe again.
Is it right near the base, within range of the control center?
Affirmative.
And?
Do you expect me to rummage through the enemy's equipment? Again?
Well, in my opinion, the more we learn while delaying our encounter with the Alliance, the better. So, what will it be, Doctor?
Agreed. I'm curious to see what it's recorded. Especially since it witnessed what happened to the convoy. could have spent countless days in this base and still not discovered their hideout. And it's right above my head. All I needed to do was look up.
So this means there's a view of the entire base from up there.
I'll confirm when I get there. But I know what's on your mind, sir. I could have been under surveillance ever since I arrived here.
Don't turn off your tracker. Maybe it'll give you a slight advantage before meeting them.
I'll have to climb without safety equipment. Theirs is nowhere to be seen.
No alternative route?
This way seems to be the only one.
Yasna!
I'm all right. I'm almost there.
Perhaps it's the last moment to go back.
And do what? As far as I remember, we ran out of options here.
It's just, if I were you...
With all due respect, Astrogator, it is me being stuck on this surface. So if you let me, I'll take my chances. And I will find the man. That view... It made the climb worth it already.
So you're on top?
Yes.
Activity within radius?
I heard no beeps. I see no dots. Shit! How?
What?
I found him.
Very well. Now keep your distance and be careful.
It's too late.
What? I can't hear you.
It's too late to keep...
Yasna, what is it? Why is it too late? Yasna, speak to me.
He's looking for others. He's...
You... What have you done?
Shit! He found you too.
Why?
And he's blaming us.
What did it gain you?
That's not good.
Listen, I don't know what you're blaming me for.
Get up.
So much for talking.
Yasna, don't provoke him.
If you would just listen to me for one moment.
I said get up.